Happy Sunday, everybody. At least it's happy for me because I've got this done. This is the GHQ Miniatures, I believe is the name of the company. It's a Bucyrus Erie crane that I'm going to use in my scrapyard. I'll show you a picture of, I don't have a picture of the crane, but you can see this boom sticking up in the 1980s. And this is the type of crane I think they used. Today they use, since they don't load rail, they just have more modern equipment, some hydraulic stuff. I'll put another light on it so you can sort of see a few more of the details. This isn't going to be a real long video. So it's about, I think it's about $30. I might need to touch up the paint a couple places. Looks like up there I need to touch up the paint maybe. The green paint. It's a white metal kit. And like the boom railings, that kind of stuff, they were, I guess, I don't know what you call that, laser cut metal or something. I don't have the, yeah. So they came out of this, yeah. These braces, they said they were optional. You could put them in or not put them in. I chose not to put them in because it was already hard enough as it was. The bucket itself is 7 pieces. So this isn't really a review of the kit, but it's a very advanced kit, and it's actually probably more advanced than me. I muddled through it, got it together, cheated a few places. Notably, they say to use a number 79 drill all over the place, and if you can thread something through a hole that's a 79, like that's movable like a thread, more power to you. I used a 66 drill wherever I could, because that way the thread would go right through it. It doesn't come with the thread. I just use normal household thread. I have the bucket resting on the ground because I'm really worried about this joint being strong enough over, it's just glued. That's all, it's just glued. And if someone can solder that, it'd probably be better, but I'm not that good at soldering. This thing is pretty tiny. So anyhow, it's a well-made kit. Just be aware of what you're getting into. I really admire the companies, the small companies that do this kind of stuff, because they're not making a lot of money on this stuff. They don't sell that many of them. And all the work it takes to, to put into this type of stuff, they're doing it because they love the hobby and supporting the hobby. They're not making any money on these things, really. So hats off to all the small manufacturers that contribute so much to the hobby. But as I said, I used a little bit bigger drill bit for the treads, if I can swivel this around. Basically, that's the color dirt is going to be in the scrapyard. So I just covered them with like a glue mixture and just dipped them in the dirt, so they would be covered with the dirt. Again, that bucket has 7 separate pieces, and that was a real pain in the butt. And you're supposed to drill the hole, so if I find something to point with, through this little tiny piece on top. And you can drill a 79 hole in it. Matter of fact, there is a 79 hole in it. I'll never get anything through it, so I just cheated and drilled a hole underneath it. Again, it's one of thousands of imperfect things on my layout. I would never enter this into a contest because I don't feel I did that fantastic of a job on it. Even after I touch up the paint in a couple places with a brush, I'm happy to have it done. I think it'll look great on the layout, but it's not Boomer caliber or Luke Towan caliber or some of these other guys that I can't. They're escaping me at the moment, but there's lots of very, very talented modelers that could do a lot better job on this than me. They also make a bulldozer kit, and they make other, like a forklift kit, things like that, which will probably be a little easier because they don't have the rigging. Of course, the rigging was, real pain. anyhow, I just thought I'd share that with you this morning. It's a rainy Sunday, so hopefully I'll be in the layout. I'm going to try to work on this wall on the scrapyard. Once I get the wall done, I can put the scrap into place and sprinkle it with dirt, make my paths, my trail through the scrapyard for this crane to travel on. I can put the chain link fence around the outside. So basically, I'm just going to be working on this today. So I hope everybody has a good Sunday. Real quick, I always tell everybody to stay safe, and typically everyone thinks I'm talking about COVID, and I usually am. But my stepson was tested positive for COVID. He's okay. He had been vaccinated, and he's 27 in good health, so didn't have any complications. And so it definitely, he felt bad, but it wasn't bad enough to go to the hospital. My sister has been diagnosed with breast cancer, so please, I checked my analytics. 99% of the people that watch my videos are men. It's no surprise, but please remind your significant others to get that checked regularly. And myself, I went to the dermatologist and had 5 pre-cancer things frozen off of me and 1 cancer cut off of me. And I go every 6 months because I had melanoma 24 years ago, and they're always cutting something off of me. So wear your sunscreen when you're outside, and just take care of yourself. And so I'll end on that. Everybody be safe.